like playing at concerts?
I like Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday.
You have been known to perform in uncommon destinations. You have been the first to come to Rio in 2005. You have been to Croatia, Cambodia, and Malaysia. And I would like to know, I'm sure there is not a lot of financial profit when you go to such destinations. So I would like to know what is the message that you're sending to your fans when going to these difficult destinations.
Well, you know, in Cambodia, we were representing a charity that we're very, very much involved in, you know, which is an anti-human trafficking charity. You know, and we're involved in trying to curb the flow of human trafficking, you know, in the modern world. So yes, there's no financial incentive whatsoever, you know, to do it, but it's something that we believed in. We started going to Croatia as soon as Croatia started to rebuild itself, you know. There was no financial imperative either. It was what we felt was an important thing to do, you know, for the youth of that nation, you know, and also for them to you know, to understand the power of music and the power of dreams and the power of possibility, you know, that they have in their hands, you know, to change their lives. So, you know, you know, those are our motivations as well as trying. I mean, obviously we're trying to pay the rent, you know, as well, and put food on the table and send our children to school. So, you know, there's that aspect of it as well. But we can do other things which are very positive as well within it. And, you know, and we choose to live and work that way because it seems to be the most karmically correct thing to do.
And you have been known as a group and as Brian Molko to have a very frank opinion regarding sex, drugs, religion. And on the other hand, you are also, whether you like it or not, you are a role model and an icon for millions and millions of fans. So now you have grown up. Have your opinion changed regarding these issues, or do you still believe?
Well, only stupid people don't change their opinions, exactly. You know, kind of thing, because you know they're unaffected by experience, you know, and by others, and you know, and by what happens, you know. So it's you know, they say like only stupid people don't change their minds, you know, and so obviously, but I have, you know, I have strong opinions. They could be right, they could be wrong. I'm not a politician. I'm certainly very flawed. It is my own personal reaction to the world that I live in, you know, and that's it. It's just the way that I see things.
My last question for you, and during the concert on Biblos in 2005, there was a little bit of disappointment. It was a huge concert. There was a little bit of disappointment that you didn't interact with the fans as they were expecting. You didn't talk to the fans, didn't tomorrow or after tomorrow.
Well, the nature of what we do is it's very hard to please everyone all the time. You know?
No, it was a huge concert. We all loved it. I was there. We all loved it. But we were just expecting a little bit of,
you know, we're
chit-chatting.
We're musicians. You know, we're not stand-up comedians. You know, and we're not university lecturers. You know, and we're not sort of. We're there to play loud music. You know, and that's kind of it. And it's very, very dependent on your state of mind on the day itself as to how communicative you're feeling, you know. And sometimes you feel gregarious, and sometimes you don't. It's we're human like everyone else, you know. And sometimes you feel ebullient, and sometimes you feel shy, you know. But you still have to go on stage and rock hard, and so you do that, you know.
Just one question, it's a personal one.
Last question.
Yes. Infrared. I loved it, and it was the song that helped me not lose my mind during the 2006 war.
Cool.
It was the song I kept hearing on, and it, for me, it meant the Israeli attack on Lebanon, the words, the lyrics. I just wanted to know for you, what did it mean? The words or the lyrics of Infrared.
Well, it certainly wasn't about that.
I know.
You see, what you've got to understand is that sometimes, songwriting is a process of discovery. You don't necessarily sit down and decide, today I'm going to write a song about a swimming pool, or today I'm going to write a song about a microphone. So it's the process of writing is often sort of like feeling your way around in a dark room, and sort of bumping into the walls. And it's not until it's finished that you actually understand what sort of the song was about. Now, what's particularly interesting about Infrared itself is that I wrote the lyrics backwards. So I started with the end of the song and had to try and get to the beginning. So that is an even more difficult sort of process of kind of discovery for me, and it took a lot longer, But for me, for like a lot of the songs, it's raging against somebody who has hurt you, has taken advantage of you and has hurt you, There's enough ambiguity in the song for it to be about what you said it was about to you, and for it to be about something completely different to somebody else. And I think that that's a positive thing. I think that if each audience, each listener can connect to the music and live their own story throughout the music, then it is doing something that's very, very positive. You're welcome. NRJ.